Irrigation officials are hoping to resume water service in the Fort Laramie Canal for water deliveries by the end of this week. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it's been a long, drawn-out process, but the Gering Irrigation District says water will be released slowly this week to ensure stability of canal and tunnel repairs through testing and monitoring. Ribbing and tunnel ceilings have been stabilized to a point of 700 feet within the tunnel, and after the collapsed hole was repaired, grouted, and secured, the remaining length of the tunnel was debris-free and stable for water use. Officials are asking farmers and landowners for patience as the water release will be slower than usual until capacity has been reached and canal flows, stability, and holding rate is determined. The official times and days of water release and expected delivery rates and quantities will be announced once determined in the upcoming days. Well, the Gering City Council got their first look at the draft comprehensive plan update, which planners say is intended to help provide a framework to attract new residents and encourage business development in the community. The plan comes in 5 sections, looking at the planning process, the city of today, and vision of the future, how to shape that future, and put the plan into action. Matt Ashby with Ayers Associates told the council the document highlights 11 different character areas commonly found in the community.
And what we've tried to do is to provide you with as much flexibility as possible to consider how uses could blend together in those areas. And so the idea is that this provides a framework for considering future land uses so that you can achieve that goal that we did hear very loud and clear of being business friendly and providing a good development environment here in Gering.
Changes to zoning ordinances reflecting the comp plan update are also in development, and Ashby says both documents will reflect and feed off of each other. Residents can go online to plangering.org to view the draft update with a comment page that can be filled out and returned to the city by September 12th. The council also agreed to the idea of having a public hearing on the plan to be conducted by the city's planning commission prior to a final vote on the document, which is anticipated before the end of September. And Governor Pete Ricketts and Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services CEO Adrian Smith have unveiled the 2019-2020 DHHS business plan. Smith told those in attendance this 4th annual business plan identifies and details 15 priority initiatives that will guide the work of DHHS through the state fiscal year of 2020.
The 15 initiatives are aimed at integrating service delivery, developing collaborative relationships, aligning team members under one mission, and enhancing internal infrastructure. Each initiative will result in measurable improvements and continue a commitment by the department to be accountable, transparent, and fiscally responsible.
Governor Ricketts said that the DHHS successes can be attributed to a team dedicated to their mission, a commitment to excellence, and a focus on change and continued improvement. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your full weather forecast. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Hi, I'm Kevin Wick, Assistant Vice President at Platte Valley Bank with your Mortgage Mythbuster of the Week. Some people think that purchasing a home is more expensive than renting. The truth is, with interest rates so low, there has never been a better time to purchase a home, making your monthly mortgage payment lower than a rent payment. The mortgage lenders at Platte Valley Bank are here to help you find the right programs to fit your needs and your budget. Stop in today. No question is too big or too small.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over
the time of the year again for the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Last year, we traveled across the Panhandle and into eastern Wyoming to recognize over 50 students for their achievements in and out of the classroom. Let's revisit what they had to say.
Back in December, Gering Freshman Academy counselor Rick Merez nominated Sydney Winkler for stepping up for a student that was being bullied.
We had a student who chose not to partake in the laughter. It was a genuine, are you okay? This wasn't right, can I help you type of situation. So I submitted that because, look, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, because it was such a genuine act that I hadn't seen that in all of my time at school.
I was always taught to stand up for what I believed in, and I believed it was wrong, so I just stood up for what I believed in.
To nominate a deserving K-12 student to be recognized for being a star student, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com.
Name one other restaurant that makes their barbecue with brown sugar bacon and sauce with Kentucky bourbon that's been aged in charred oak barrels. Charred oak barrels, people. And we have a drive-thru. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Pretty boring in the weather department here tonight. Clear skies, temps falling down into the upper 40s to near 50 again. Another comfortably cool night. Nice night to open that windows out there tonight. Warmer temps come in tomorrow. We're going to stay warm tomorrow and Thursday. Cooler then for Friday and Saturday. Labor Day right now looks nice and warm. Not much in the way of precip chances. A little bit maybe Friday. 78 yesterday. That is much closer to normal, below normal than where we've been for a while. Look at this spread you can get this time of year. Record low 35 and a record high of 105 degrees. That's called a period of transition, and that's where we're at. 290 for the month, almost an inch, a little over an inch and 3/4 above normal still for the year, or for the month in precip. Look at these cool temperatures down here. 66 in McCook, 68 in Hastings, 72 down in Hayes. Our area, 72 in Ogallala, 71 in Alliance, 74 both Scottsbluff and Torrington. Lusk at 68, a pair of 70s down here in Kimball and Sidney. Winds are lighter now. They've been out of the north all day. Stronger winds in the Sand Hills, lighter from the North Platte River Valley southward. These maps are kind of irrelevant here. Today, not much in the way of severe weather threat today or tomorrow. We don't have anything in the way of severe weather. And even on into Thursday, things remain pretty dry here across our region. Our next chance of getting some thunderstorms, I think, going to come in on Friday. Tonight, clear skies, nothing doing out here, nothing to worry about. Few low clouds and fog well to our south along that I-80 corridor. Low temperatures tonight going to fall down into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Again, a very comfortable night. Open those windows if you haven't had a chance to do that. Tomorrow, that cloud bank tries to move north, but quickly pushes back to the south. We remain sunny here across the region. Nothing doing, nothing happening out here precip-wise, cloud-wise, nothing tomorrow. It is a boring weather day. Winds are going to be light. It is just going to be a very nice day, and temps a little warmer tomorrow, back in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, about where they should be, maybe a touch above normal for this time of year. And there's nothing to worry about here in the precip forecast, as things are going to remain dry. Not necessarily the case for your Friday night football. We bumped up the chance of storms to 30% now. Isolated thunderstorms are going to be around. Temps in the low 70s for kickoff and in the upper 60s by halftime. Don't be surprised to see a couple of isolated thunderstorm activity here in the area for the Friday night forecast. And speaking of thunderstorm activity, unfortunately, we have some storms in the offing for the first Husker game as well, especially in the morning. Morning thunderstorms. It's going to be cloudy and cool. We've upped the chances to 50% now for that 11 a.m. kickoff down in Lincoln. We'll keep an eye on that. Highs only in the upper 60s, and winds are going to be about 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it'll feel cooler than that. Clear, comfortably cool tonight. Lows down around 49 tomorrow. Lots of sun out there. Warmer, highs in the upper 80s. We continue that trend on into Thursday, mid and upper 80s. We cool down a bit Friday and Saturday, bringing that chance of storms. Highs in the upper 70s. Look at Labor Day right now. We're going to go into the low 90s possibly before falling back into the low 80s on Tuesday, as we remain under a pretty calm weather pattern here over the next 7 days. Just a couple of frontal systems approach and then move away. We warm up, another one approaches, we move away, and to continue that as we go through the next 7 days.
Okay, nobody panic! Change the sandwiches! We train for this!
These aren't your average squirt some sauce on them and call them barbecue sandwiches. The bacon is hand sprinkled with brown sugar, and the sauce is made with Kentucky bourbon aged in charred oak barrels, and the meats are perfectly smoked.
Oh no!
Arby's, we have the meats.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries, and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kara Heilbrunn and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way. We're here to help life go right. Welcome back. A Sheridan County grand jury has found no criminal wrongdoing in the death of an assault suspect killed by a sheriff's deputy in a Rushville church during services this past April, but the panel did make 6 recommendations to county officials. 32-year-old Clarence Leading Fighter was shot twice by a Sheridan County sheriff's deputy during the Palm Sunday morning mass on April 14th at Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Rushville, which ended a brief chase. The grand jury interviewed 28 witnesses and reviewed 591 exhibits. Under Nebraska law, the grand jury report will be available for public review when it is completed. The Nebraska State Patrol conducted the initial investigation into the officer-involved shooting and concluded that the deputy used deadly force to protect himself and the parishioners from potential serious harm. Well, 4 Panhandle organizations have been selected as recipients of this year's Governor's Wellness Awards. Those recognize evidence-based worksite wellness programs. Sauer Awards went to 2 school districts, Banner County and Hay Springs, while receiving the Grower Awards were Chadron Community Hospital and Health Services and the Panhandle Public Health District. Awards will be presented in Gering on September 12th. And the University of Wyoming has set new minimum score requirements on college entrance exams for students to be admitted. For high school graduates with GPAs between 2.5 and 2.99, the university will require a minimum score of 17 on the ACT or a score of at least 900 on the SAT. The university previously did not require the test for students in this group. The college says it has admitted about 20 freshmen in that group annually, but only about half continue past their first year. Now, for students with lower GPAs, the university still requires a 20 on the ACT or a 1020 on the SAT. Well, straight ahead, Chabella Guzman catches up with Secretary of State Bob Evnen, who recently came back from an overseas trade mission regarding dry edible beans. She'll have that story right after this.
More time on the road means more time in the shop. Take your car, truck, or SUV to High Tech Automotive. With 10 bays and commitment to quality service and customer care, we can do it all, from general maintenance to more serious problems. High Tech Automotive, between Frank Parts and Baumgars.
World champion bullfighter Dusty Tuckness has a lot to think about at work. He looks into the eyes of real angry bulls for a living. But Dusty wouldn't trade this job, despite some really hard days at work. At home, Dusty's world is quiet and comfortable. Dusty leaves his boots, his hat, and his hard day at the door every day, and so can you. Renewal by Anderson windows and patio doors keep the outside out. They're the best of the best, installed by local people who care. Renewal by Anderson. It's good to be home.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
The University of Nebraska-Lincoln Panhandle Research and Extension Center in Scottsbluff hosted its second annual Panhandle Ag and Research Technology Tour on August 22nd. Secretary of State Bob Evnen was at the event discussing a recent trade trip to Bulgaria in June, which promoted the sale of dry edible beans.
Well, we were able to meet with the Prime Minister of Bulgaria. We met with the Minister of Agriculture and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We also met with some business people in Bulgaria, including importers and distributors of dry beans. We were able to make contact with the business community that way and really lay the groundwork for making sales to Bulgaria of our dry edible bean.
Evnen says beans are a staple of the Bulgarian diet, as it's a great source of protein. He adds they only grow about 10% of their beans, creating a market potential for our growers.
The sales are going to be handled by the private parties. I don't have any numbers as yet. I know that in Bulgaria they're poised to make purchases, but now we have a challenge because it's been such a tough season for growers. It's been a very difficult season for growers. I don't have to tell your listeners and viewers that. They know that. And so we really have to wait to see what the yields are before we can ultimately make commitments to deliveries.
The event included several tours and demonstrations of equipment. I'm Chabella Guzman in Scottsbluff for KNEB.TV News.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
At Platte Valley Bank, we know when you need a loan, time is of the essence. We are locally owned with decisions made right here at the bank. Our lenders are experienced, efficient individuals who are committed to our customers. Our flexible lending policies make it possible to fulfill loan requests, big or small, quickly. Whether you want to purchase a car, home, or even start a business, our committed associates are here to help. Stop into any location today and see what Platte Valley Bank can do for you.
And finally tonight, it's been more than 10 years of labor for the owners of Papa Moon Vineyards and Winery of Scottsbluff, but accolades for their products and hard work have been rolling in as of late. On Monday, Congressman Adrian Smith presented the family business owners with one of his inaugural Young Entrepreneur Awards. Those celebrate the efforts of young and rising leaders who strengthen their communities with their entrepreneurial spirit. Co-owner Ryan Massey says the company is hitting their stride and has plans to expand in the very near future.
So we will be opening the first cidery in western Nebraska here in a couple of months. We've already had some ciders that have won Nebraska Producer of the Year at some international competitions. So we're excited to start making more and do some different flavors and that kind of thing. We do use Nebraska apples for those. And then some of our products are going to expand into like mead and rhubarb wine and that kind of thing. But the cider's kind of the next big thing on our list. So
Massey says among the different offerings under consideration is a mead and a new flavor of wine, such as rhubarb. Papa Moon wines have won medals for a few years running at regional wine competitions, most recently a silver and a bronze at the 13th annual Mid-American Wine Competition held in Iowa last month. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you here next time.